Hi everyone, I'm Joanne Fink for Sakura, and today I want to share some exciting news. Those of you who know me know that I never leave home without my favorite tool, which is the Pigma Micron. And I was so happy to find out recently that Sakura is using this same wonderful archival, rich, waterproof black ink that I love in the Micron, and they've introduced it in calligraphy pens. The pens come in 3 sizes, 6 colors, and I can just put them in my pocketbook and be set to letter wherever I go. So let me show you how they work. One of the best things about the Pigma Calligrapher is the unique nib that it has. It's made of hard nylon, which means that it will always keep a thin edge. A lot of the other pens on the market are made of fiber, and after a while they get fuzzy. This pen I've been using for quite a while, and it's still crisp and delicious, and I can get all kinds of nice thin hairlines with it. Let me show you some of the things that calligraphers are traditionally asked to do. So oftentimes we get to address envelopes and doing place cards for big events. This is an example of a nice formal place card. You can also do place cards with one of the larger nibs. This is one that I wrote the name in blue, and then I went over the bottoms with black. I'm going to show you how to do that. I, in my mind, just divide the lettering in half. I go straight over what I've already written. And because the 1mm has such a nice, crisp, sharp edge, it's very easy to stay on top of the lines that I've previously done. It sort of looks like it's dipped in chocolate. And there's some that I'm not sure I got exactly on top, and so I'm going to do a trick of the trade. Because it's a capital, I'm going to put little diamonds, and then I will go back and add a little diamond, and there we go. I'm going to show you one of each size of nib. This is the 3mm, and of course this is the blue color, which I think is beautiful. And now let me show you the 2mm, and what's really nice is that you can get incredibly crisp edges and just skate on the edge. The one that I find most exciting is 1mm because they're so hard to find. And I especially like this 1mm because it's a joy to write with. And watch this. It's great to flourish with the 1mm. And sometimes I'll go back and add a little bit of weight. The 1mm is nice because you can almost do a little bit of drawing with it. One of the things that calligraphers really enjoy doing are decorative letters. I often like to write names for people or words using 2 colors of the Pigma Calligrapher. I'm going to show you how to do a decorative version of the word love. I'm going to embellish it with the red. Basically, do the red as if it's almost a drop shadow, leaving a little bit of white space. I also like to add a little bit of interest to the letter itself. I think that looks very handsome. It's also really nice to flourish in 2 colors. So you can start with a heavy line and then use the smaller tool to embellish and decorate it. Or you can do the reverse, and you can take a 1mm black and do an outline space, and then take your 3mm red and put diamonds inside. One of the things that I really like about this tool is the consistency. If you apply even pressure, you'll always get a nice even stroke. But if you use the Pigma Calligrapher and you have a very light touch, when you glide over the surface, you get this incredibly cool dry brush effect. calligrapher study for years sometimes to be able to reproduce this, and to have it in a pen that I can walk around with, you know, is really special for me. You can combine the nice firm pressure that gives you a nice clean, elegant black line with the freedom that comes from the light touch and the dry brush. Let me show you something else that I really enjoy doing with the Pigma Calligrapher. I like to do little patterned borders, and because you get such a nice crisp line, it's easy to make even rhythmic marks. I'm going to show you how I do it with more than one color, because that looks really cool too. So I often do a double stroke, and you can do the same thing with black and it would have an interesting effect, but I most enjoy the combination of black and reds. And if you look in my pocketbook, you will find a black and red Pigma Calligrapher, because I never leave home without them. They're part of my new essential tools. So I hope that they will become part of your new essential toolkit, and I wish you happy lettering.